Home to me has been Cameroon, Nigeria, and the United States. All of those places I've presented home because I've either been with family or I've been with friends whom I consider family. And then it's equally any space in which I could actually express myself.
Home for me is anywhere that really I have a connection. If it's not with my family, it's with my friends, that I'm ingrained in the community. So, I have a church that I go to. I have a library that I have a library card to.
Oh gosh, countries I've lived in. How are we defining living? Now, like, are we defining if you're there for a month, or you have to be there for 6 months, a year? What are we talking about? I guess I haven't lived anywhere outside of the U.S. for a year. Most of my life I've lived in the USA, but I've also lived in Argentina, Poland, Germany, France, and England.
Moving has made me more aware of my potential as a person of color. From when I was born in Ghana and then moving to Italy and then England, I definitely feel like I'm received in different ways in different places, not necessarily for the better. In Italy, I suffered a lot of racism, and in England, the racism was less impactful, but definitely it was and it is present.
I've lived in Cameroon, lived in Nigeria, and I've lived in the United States. My passport right now is a Nigerian passport. I still have a Nigerian passport, though I'm a permanent resident of the United States. But my passport, basically in Cameroon, I don't think I really needed one because in Cameroon I was mostly in school. The Nigerian passport is not the it's not the most popular passport in the world. So whenever you're passing through the airport or any other place you're passing through to transit, you do get extra questions. I think sometimes, and most Nigerians are going to understand this or know this or have experienced this. That extra scrutiny sometimes.
Traveling the world in my context has given me a perspective on how racism plays into my everyday life here in the U.S. There's just a lot of different treatments that you get based on your visual identity, based on where you're at. In Argentina, much different treatment just from people walking down the street than I get here in Sacramento even.
I was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and so I lived there. Then I moved to the U.S., so I've lived here for quite some time. And then I also lived in South Africa for a little bit. I think the importance of passport is that I really didn't notice it until I went to South Africa. I didn't notice that the U.S. passport had such strength because I really never had to travel out. And so you notice the difference in how people treat you, the difference in how people are reacting to you simply because you have a U.S. passport.
I think for us Africans and Africans in the diaspora, community is very important because when you move to a place where you don't have family links there, I think community is probably the most important aspect of your life. And I think community of like-minded Africans is powerful, very powerful, because not only it obviously connects you to who you are in terms of your background, but it really develops who you are at the present time.
Community is absolutely necessary for the mobile African or Afro-diasporic person.
Community is it's one of those things that you do want to always identify yourself with. You lose yourself. That's a fact.
Community is important, especially today in this day and age, because you notice that people, as much as we're connected on social media, people are actually very disconnected. And so people seem to be looking for more of that genuine connection they have with people.
I decided to join Exhibitor because it really is everything that I aspire to. It's a community of like-minded people who, although we are like-minded, we are interested in different things, And that is absolutely fascinating.
I've always wanted to really impact media and impact the control that we as Africans or the global Black people have in media. Ezibota is the platform for me to be able to showcase that and to focus in on what is our authentic selves as Africans.